versus the first team.
Oh, okay, never mind. She walked off. I was like, what? And my shit didn't. My shit didn't happen. So God, look around.
It was extremely dangerous and has taken lives of both. In fact, in 2008, the CDC discovered that around 82 kids have died between the years 1995 and 2007 from doing this. All of them between the ages of 6 and 19, because that's really who was doing this to. Young kids that were trying to make their friends laugh. And for some reason, the CDC had to try to
playoff. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the top seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers.
He's cool with that.
Here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on.
In fact, that's one of this trend. All of them young, naive kids. But some of the parents did fight back. The family of a 10-year-old girl in Pennsylvania who died from this trend is sued TikTok. Now, originally, this was presented. The judge had to dismiss it.
The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So Notre Dame's offense has football first here today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own pace.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They played a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget? In 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked.
And it's kicked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Gonna take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Clemson.
First play of the game.
A better script than this. First drive of the game, not only do you come up with a pick, but you spot your offense 6 points right away. I wouldn't be surprised if they tell their offense to sit back and take it easy, fellas.
So, what do you think I'm watching gonna see that?
And they'll set up for the PAT.
He thought I wasn't gonna see that shit. Immediately I saw that shit, boy. I'm like, give me that. This nigga, what is, bro? Bro, nigga, the fuck? What did you think, bro? This is linebacker of the year. Why are you testing linebacker of the year? Not even a star yet. If I play another season, oh, for sure, nigga. For what? Do you think arrested in Miami for gun possession? Said, you can't protect the life and peace. You gotta protect the peace of your life.
And it's 7-0 after the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. He'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the floor around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
What? Nigga, hell no.
It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45.
That's a big-time play by this wide receiver from Notre Dame. You think about Notre Dame teams that have been able to get up into the national scene. They always seem to have a difference maker out on the perimeter, going way back to Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket, who
Gets past the tackler into open space now. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. On the run, he'll let it go. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4. The Irish offense comes up here on 1st and goal. They're going to run it. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game, all the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, you put so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Clemson Tigers offense comes out for their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kurt, but what do you expect from them today?
We got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. 2 good teams with great individual players.
They'll stop at the 34. That will be a first down.
So you're a defensive coordinator trying to stop this offense. Your eyes are in the backfield worried about that quarterback. He's going to run it or throw it. You got to worry about the receivers getting downfield and making big plays. And now, by the way, you got a program that has great history at the running back spot. Guys like, think about it, Travis Etienne and C.J. Spiller, backs they have here now on this roster. Just so many different combinations and ways to attack it.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defense...
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete, a huge 4th down stand by this defense. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Gonna run it. It's low. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing in 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Bringing pressure. Got him for a sack, a big play, and made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Field goal try, no good. The game's still tied here in the first quarter.
Well, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Caught on the outside. It's Whitingstall. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. The completion sets up a second down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Big takeaway. Now looking for a big return. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And the returner will be brought down. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Fresh set it down for the offense. First down. To the air. It's Klubnik. Pressure is coming. Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, for the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out. It's Young. That strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. So Notre Dame special teams don't do the offense any favors with that return. And here he comes, the quarterback. All eyes on him. He's the guy that just makes everything go.
Now, this guy's Mr. Do-It-All. It's almost odd to say this about a quarterback, but he truly does. He's the echo of the coach and the connector of this offense. When everyone is hooked up to him, this team operates at max.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The game moves the ball to the 39. It'll be first down. Grab down the middle. It's Collins. They make the tackle, but not for a solid gain on that pass. A completion makes it second and short. Quarterback's got it on the option. He'll pitch it. They've got him behind the line. The option fools no one.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Brought down to the 46, good enough for a first down. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Encroachment, defense. Contact in the neutral zone leads to the penalty. That's good news for the offense. Getting set. Here's second down. To throw, it's Leonard. Gets made on the out route. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
In the clear at the 25. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage. They could not deny this back at coming up with that conversion.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Collins. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. Notre Dame lining up now for a 1st and goal. On the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Gets rid of it on the move. And it's caught. Touchdown, Irish. We come out in the playoff game for no signs of rust for the offense again.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wonder how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
Automatic in the PAT. Now they get set to kick it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So Clemson's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. A gain sets up a 3rd down play. To throw, it's Klubnik. Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop just short of the 1st. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down. They'll hand it off. Looks like Clemson will have the 1st down.
And that is a gutsy call to go for on 4th down in your own territory. And you can see that this coach is confident in his offense and going to their go-to plays that they call specifically.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history of playing linebacker.
Incompletion brings up 3rd down for the offense. Quarterback drops back, and he lofts it toward the left sideline. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And the Tigers will have to punt this one away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last this timeout. Trying to do the same thing here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
For the defense coordinator this week, always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. It's incomplete. There is a marker down on the field. Let's check out that call. Hold it. Open. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Second down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Leonard. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Scored down quickly as short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Running out of time in the pocket. And he just throws that one away. Took a big shot, but avoids the sack. Here comes the punter onto the field. And they've got the returner corralled. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. The last time they were forced to punt it away. This possession. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff in a single back formation. He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Short pass finds the tight end. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage. So, Kirk, as we hit the quarter break here, Notre Dame has the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Scanning the field, it's Klubnik. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Whips off a big gain, finally tackled at the 46. The Tigers will push it to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, and he gets it down to the tight end. Let's see what he can do after the catch.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Soccer with a strong tackle there.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect aspect to this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
An important third down attempt for this offense. With the catch, it's Brown. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive, now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And the Tigers trying to punch it in. It's first and goal. They'll try the option play. Pitches to the back. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Solid first down gain. Sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on second and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. So with playoff pressure curve, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now the all-important extra point. Knocks it right through. There's a kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Young. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, but he left it in the end zone. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together in this drive? It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
Christina, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a... It's exactly what we saw right there.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. To throw, it's Leonard. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there. And it now. Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field, trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards in the first half. So really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action. Opens up one-on-one opportunities.
No shot to bring him down. Stiff arms the man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing.
It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. But when teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, it really affects a team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Brining Stewart. But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Looks right for a quick completion. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Clemson. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Try to add the lead now with PAT. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. The Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend, and it's exactly what he did. And even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. With the catch, it's Brown. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, another positive game for this offense. This quarterback continues to show
how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be first and goal. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Tigers looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
I just love that this defense is not giving up on this first and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. Nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Bringing it out. It's Young. Football is coughed up by the returner deep inside their own 20. The offense recovers the fumble. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the down conversion rate, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate we'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
We get the second half started with the running play. Moves the ball up to the 30.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. To the air, it's Klubnik. And he floats this pass deep down the right side. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball's thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. And he's able to find some range. Nice pickup.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Hunt over the middle. It's Brandon Stewart. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers, their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. Like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and the quarterback makes a good read and nice first down.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
Here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Ball handed off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return. What? The interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure.
You yapping,
They
nigga.
stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
That's true.
And to
Life. Upwards and
Nigga thought he had an RPO, dickhead. No, he immediately threw that pick.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Dropping back. It's Klubnik. Catch is made along the sideline just before going out of bounds.
Always just have to be careful on the sideline, not to step.
Hold on a second. The replay official has
Fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Important third down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side.
Let guys, fuck out of here! Get the fuck out of here!
So the offense flexing and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Just swing. Just hope I make it out. I'm not kissing niggas. I'm not twerking. Oh, not doing it. I started spamming run while pointing out how freaky the situation was. Okay. Wait, you want to follow? I was in the closet.
Yo, nah. He start counting. He start fucking counting like.
And then something like this is as easy as, yo, what's up? Hey, everything's okay? What's up? What's up? We about to go confident, but I'm not doing run, chat. What's up with niggas?
You're actually chat
Should I save my own
to make you, you know.
The lead now for the PAT. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Puts the ball to the 39. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Using his legs, it's slow. The Soft were able to bring him down quickly. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. With some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Looking for the wideout. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. First down, we're going to throw the ball. Finds his man. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Let's him fly to the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Makes the grab on the move. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Back to throw. It's Leonard. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught.
Fuck, man. That's just some bullshit. Whatever. You got this
This
control.
is a great play by the receiver coming up with this touchdown. But let's go back to the beginning of this play. Give the quarterback a lot of credit. He got the ball in his hands quickly to get that receiver the football to give him a chance to put the touchdown on the board.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Stop.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. They were up double digits at halftime, and they're just continuing to roll, building on the lead here in the second half. Makes the catch for the defense, breaks in the ball, and it's a short game.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. Potentially a touchdown saving tackle, but not before a long completion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. And that run produces a decent gain.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
Using his legs, it's Maffa. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. With 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive with the playoff at stake. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He'll throw it now.
What the fuck?
Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
See that? You blow that shit.
Dropping back, it's Leonard. Makes a quick catch.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. Let's face it. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
They wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers, the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Look out, he's got some space. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Let's just say I wouldn't be allowed to tell them but it's not like I want to because it's not. Like I know I already talked about hygiene with the caveman, but holy, at least they died, right? There were actual old people in the medieval times. Back then they used to actually think it was healthier to not these creatures. They thought diseases were caused by smell. If you took a shower and opened up the pores for the disease to enter your body, which has got to be the dumbest conclusion ever. But hey, that's a good
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. This has been a dominant performance so far. Up double digits at the break, building on the lead here in the second half. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, picks up some decent yardage.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today. Showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Okay, it's third down after that run. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Stop out at the 39, but good enough for a first down. And the Tigers looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. But this one is broken up and goes incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts and just keep working that clock.
And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Now the offense facing a third and long from their own 41. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Chris, an interesting call here. I know they have the lead, but I thought they might throw the football. It surprised me, but you know who they didn't surprise? That defense. They were not shocked at all by the run call on third down and long. They stuffed that right at the line of scrimmage.
With the return, it's Love. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Well, this has been a disappointment. They've had their doors blown off here. Just playing for pride at this point. It's an out route, the catch made. Tackle made after a big gain. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. One play, they're already past the 40, first and 10. Looking to throw, it's Leonard. Fires it to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out.
And that pass rush has trapped him into sack.
Type shit, bro. Telling a nigga like he can never have sex again. For that shit, bro. If you do, bro.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. Switch backs quickly, a very short gain on the play. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
With the defense today, they have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
And he lobs it deep down the middle. And it's broken up to a great play, a fourth down stop. Okay, the Clemson offense is back out on the field. First down here for this offense. Hand off to the back. And they'll stop him short at the line to gain. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Looking for a gap. It's Rafa. They'll tackle him after a short game. A cautious call there on third and long. in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial